Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show with Mark and Sarah today, because Pam's away at B&I making friends and influencing people.
That's right.
That's what she does.
Yep.
That's how we got our jobs here.
That's true.
Right?
That's right.
We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Give us a listen at lydiamediallc.com or wherever you get your podcasts. And feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
Like this question from Margaret in Green. How deep does a pothole have to be before it's considered a sinkhole? What a great question, Margaret.
A good question.
I'm pretty sure it's when your entire front end fits in it. That's a good measure, don't you think, Mark?
It's when the authorities are involved.
Yeah. If you can't back up out of it, that's not a pothole anymore. It's something else. Thanks for the question, Margaret.
Yeah, good question.
Today's show is brought to you by United Piping, surveying residential and commercial customers with new installations and repairs. Call today and schedule your oil and gas boiler cleanings at 754-4556. UPI, the best plumbers around. Also brought to you by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption. When it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it. At 5 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com, and remember, the party starts at Ruper's.
We have the pleasure of being joined in studio today by a couple of Maine Nordiques. Number 3 in your program, defenseman Ocean Fancy, and number 8, forward and defenseman Aidan Linblad. How you guys doing today?
Doing good. How are you doing?
All right.
Yep, doing good.
Psyched to be up this early and podcasting with us. Sarah actually had a great idea where she said, why don't we just skip the podcast, go get breakfast, and tell Nick Withy that I forgot to hit record.
That sounds unbelievable.
Yeah. Our treat, guys.
We're going to talk to Ocean and Aidan all about the Nords and a whole lot more coming up here in just a bit. But before we get there, let's take a look at some headlines for Wednesday, March 19th.
The Sun Journal reports that the Lewiston City Council approved $225,000 in federal funds for the 104-unit DeWitt housing development along Pine Street. The apartments will be a mix of workforce and market rate units, with 83 income-restricted affordable units and 21 market rate units. Work is scheduled to begin next month.
Congressman Jared Golden introduced the Protecting Postal Performance Act to prevent the U.S. Postal Service from downsizing facilities in underserved areas, provide more oversight to delivery schedules, and increase public transparency. The proposed legislation is endorsed by the United Postmasters and Managers of America.
Strengthen LA invites business owners and employers to their free employer forum to discuss workforce readiness and strengthen employment pathways for our community's youth. The event will take place Friday at 3 p.m. at the LA Metro Chamber. That's at 417 Lisbon Street in Lewiston.
And a $10,000 donation from Moving Me Forward will kickstart the Lost Valley Trail Network initiative. The LVTN will introduce a certified 5K and 8K trail system for cross-country training, races, and multi-use activities, including hiking, biking, skiing, and snowshoeing. Plans also include fitness stations and expanded trail options for various skill levels.
Well, that's very cool.
I thought you might enjoy that.
Yeah. Shall we talk about the weather? It's going to be gorgeous today. Sunny with a high of 54 and a low of 27, which is right about now. And cloudy tomorrow with a high of 46 and a low of 35. And rain on Friday with highs in the 40s.
In sports, Kristaps Porzingis scored 25 points to lead the Celtics over the Brooklyn Nets, 104-96. Boston will visit the Utah Jazz on Friday night.
The Bruins will visit the Vegas Golden Knights tomorrow night.
Good thing that's a 10 p.m. game, because there's no chance I'm going to stay up to watch it.
No.
They're toast. You guys aren't Bruins fans, are you?
Nope.
No,
I am.
You're from Cape Cod, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a tough go right now.
A little bit, yeah.
What did you think of the Marchand trade?
It's a little upsetting, but, they got things they got to do, so it is what it is.
It is what it is, for sure.
Do you think he'll be back?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
My fingers are crossed.
He'll go win a cup with Florida and be like, all right, I'll retire as a Bruin. Whatever.
Why couldn't they send him anywhere else? Anywhere else. Why there?
Aiden, who's your team?
I mean, I'm not super proud to say it, but like Vancouver, they're close to me. But I mean, they're not having a great year either. But always been a Pittsburgh fan. That's my team.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
That's a good pick.
Evan Knowlton scored 2 goals, including the game winner in overtime, as the CMCC men's ice hockey team beat Colby 5-4 in the American Collegiate Hockey Association National Tournament in St. Louis.
Portland's new pro soccer team will start its season in Lewiston tomorrow. The Hearts of Pine will play a team from Cambridge, Massachusetts in the opening round of the U.S. Open Cup tournament at 6:30 p.m. at Lewiston High School. For tickets, visit heartsofpine.com.
The University of Maine men's hockey team will take on Northeastern in the Hockey East semifinals tomorrow night.
And our Maine Nordiques will face off against the stinking Northeast Generals Friday night at the Colisee. Do you like how much anger I put into the stinking?
Yeah, you got to.
Okay.
That is your news, weather, and sports. And right now it is time for the podcast segment that is sweeping the Twin Cities.
Is it?
It's time, kind of. It's time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for March the 19th, shall we?
Sure.
All right. We start off with Ruth Pointer of the Pointer Sisters, who is 79 years old today.
Okay.
She is the last surviving original member of the Pointer Sisters.
Of the Pointer Sisters.
Yeah. You remember their big hits? I'm So Excited.
That's the only one I remember.
Neutron Dance.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah, they get a few. Glenn Close, 78 years old today. You remember her from, what was the one with the...
Fatal Attraction.
Fatal Attraction. Yeah.
Yes.
She was in a bunch of good movies.
She's pretty good.
The Big Chill, The Natural, The World According to Garp with Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that one?
Yeah, I do remember that one. Yeah.
She's won everything but an Academy Award.
No kidding.
She's been nominated 8 times.
Oof.
And hasn't won yet. And rounding out FPBs for March the 19th is actor Bruce Willis, who is 70 years old today.
Aww,
Yeah,
70.
got a start on the comedy drama series Moonlighting.
Oh, yeah.
From 85 to 89 with Sybil Shepherd.
Sybil Shepherd, yeah.
And
that's
then made Die Hard.
Yeah.
And became an action movie star.
my favorite Christmas movie.
Happy birthday to Bruce.
But he's 70 today.
70.
I didn't know that Bruce Willis was a singer.
Yeah, he's. We used to play his song at IGY.
The one song?
Yeah, the one song.
What is it?
I can't remember the name of it, but he played harmonica and he sang.
Oh, he can play the harmonica?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
well-rounded.
wow. Neat.
Yeah. All right.
That's very cool.
Let's take a look at some on this days.
Okay.
For March the 19th, 24 years ago on this day in 2001, Michael Jackson, Queen, Aerosmith, Steely Dan, Paul Simon, Richie Valens were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Wow, what took so long to put Richie Valens into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I don't know. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I mean, it's fairly new, relatively speaking, and this was 24 years ago. And Michael Jackson was in, too, so that could have been one of their first classes in there. 30 years ago, on this day in 1995, Michael Jordan made his first NBA comeback and rejoined the Chicago Bulls after leaving basketball for over a year to become a mediocre Major League Baseball player.
Stay in your lane, Michael.
He wore his junior high school number 45 because the Bulls officially retired his old number 23, the first time he retired from basketball.
You can't have it back even though it's yours.
So,
That's hilarious.
Aidan, if you were going to take a break from hockey to play another sport, what would it be?
That's a great question. I don't know if it's really like a sport, but I love fly fishing.
Right on. Wow.
So I love doing that, but maybe some martial arts, but that's pretty hard on your body.
True.
Fun though.
Yeah. Well, hockey is kind of too, right?
Yeah, in comparison.
A little bit. Ocean knows about that. Ocean, how about you? If you had to give up hockey for a year or two, what would you do?
I don't know if it's a sport either. I'd probably go surfing a lot.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's definitely a
Big
sport.
surfer.
Yeah. Do either of you guys golf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, but I'd rather be out on the water.
Golf is frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just stand at the tee and chuck my ball down the fairway. It's frowned upon, but hey.
It's not cool. Did you ever see there's videos around the internet of cats on golf courses? Oh, so they're just like, I guess probably they're just stray cats, but they like to interfere with with putting.
Oh.
So you'll see just like a cat at the putter and like they'll go to put it in and the cat will be like, no, thank you. And just like go grab the ball.
Not
It's
having
the
that.
cutest thing. There's tons of videos.
I'm sure the golfers appreciate it.
Everybody's laughing.
Yeah,
so
because, golfers, they
don't take things too
They don't
seriously.
take themselves
No.
very seriously
They
at
seem
all
to be having
on
a
the
good
golf course.
time
My
with
God.
the cat. So
43 years ago on this day in 1982, Randy Rhoads, the lead guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne, was killed in a freak accident in Florida when the plane he was riding in buzzed Ozzy's tour bus, then crashed into a house. The pilot and female passenger also died. Randy was just 25 years old. 44 years ago on this day in 1981, the first Porky's movie was released. Sex and the City star Kim Cattrall. You're not a fan, Sarah?
I mean, it's a classic.
It is. Kim Cattrall played Miss Honeywell, a.k.a. Lassie, the gym teacher. And Webster's mom, Susan Clark, played a stripper in that one.
Webster's mom.
Remember Webster?
Yep.
Okay.
He was a cute little guy.
And finally, 50 years ago today, in 1975, Kiss released their third album, Dressed to Kill, featuring their classic song, Rock and Roll All Night.
Nice.
Want to rock and roll all night, party
Every day.
Till you get in your 30s, and then it's like, maybe that's not such a good idea.
You can rock and roll until 9, and then get up at 11 for brunch.
Right. Those are your FPBs and OTDs for March the 19th.
I love it.
We're developing our own language here.
We're not even going to talk in full sentences anymore.
No!
Just
Why bother?
silly. Just silly.
You're invited to join Seniors Plus for their annual Fill the Plate breakfast on Friday, March 21st at the Hilton Garden Inn Riverwatch in Auburn. The event will benefit the Seniors Plus Meals on Wheels program and feature American Idol finalist Julia Gagnon and former Maine legislator Margaret Craven. Reserve your spot today at seniorsplus.org.
Whether you want a sit-down meal or a grab-and-go, Pat's Pizza in Auburn offers delicious sandwiches, pasta, salads, and pizza at family-friendly prices. Pat's Pizza, serving the L.A. area since 1985. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 85 Center Street in Auburn. Online at patsauburn.com.
Now we shift focus fully to our guests in studio, Maine Nordiques, Ocean Fancy, and Aidan Linblad. And Ocean, I know Sarah has been wanting to talk to you for, a couple of weeks now?
Well, it was like middle of February.
Yeah.
I was at a game and something terrible happened. What happened to you?
Yeah, got a puck to the face and didn't feel too good. But they're all fixed right now. Don't know if they're going to be alive still, but they look pretty healthy. I'll find that out in a couple weeks. So.
He's talking about his teeth, for those who don't know.
Right, yes.
His teeth took a brunt with the puck to the face. Yeah. You made the Vietnam page.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm Vietnam famous now.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's nice.
yeah. You did not look very happy about it.
To be honest, like in the back of my mind, I was like, wow, this is kind of cool, even though it sucks, but might as well embrace it. So.
Does it up your cred when you get hit in the face with a puck?
Oh, yeah. The credit card's not... it's not healthy right now.
That kind of credit.
Yeah.
What about your hockey cred?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
People are like, hey, that was pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I guess. It was, as a parent, it was terrifying. Like, just sitting there watching, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
One, his poor parents to have to pay for that. But two, like, as a mom, I was like, oh my God, what happened to his face? What happened to his face?
Well, my parents, they weren't even here. They're on the other side of the world in Indonesia, yeah.
Oh, no.
Distant family, so they were really concerned about me when I got hit. And my mom was freaking out, so.
Yeah.
But, yeah, my grandparents were still here, but my girlfriend ended up coming up and
Good.
taking
You had
care
somebody
of me,
with
so,
you.
yeah.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
I can imagine that phone call.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
got to be rough.
Yeah.
Were you able to speak clearly?
I wouldn't say clear. I
Aidan's
wouldn't say
like,
clearly. There was a lot of, it's going to sound pretty gross, there's a lot of saliva and nonstop blood just for the 2 days, and it eased up, but yeah, it was pretty brutal stuff.
Yeah.
Stitches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it was 5 or 6, 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom, or 2, something like that. Yeah.
It's a tough place to stitch. I know my son fell, and obviously it's not nearly the velocity of being hit with a puck, but he fell when he was little and he banged into like a table. And I took him to the ER and they were like, yeah, there's nothing we can really do in there. We can't stitch it. Like your mouth is a tough place to stitch. So you just had to wait it out. So I'm sure there was a little bit of that in there too.
Yeah.
Let's just wait it, see what happens. Yikes.
Yeah.
The
That's,
dangers of playing hockey. One of many.
And how long after that, Ocean, did it take you to get back on the ice?
I could have went back on the ice the next weekend, but getting food in me was pretty difficult.
Oh.
So it was all a bunch of protein shakes and smoothies for the
Yeah.
first, I'd say for 2 weeks. And I didn't really have that much energy to go play. But the following week, I got back on the ice. Who did we play? New Jersey, right? Yeah. We went down to New Jersey and I played and felt really good getting back on the ice. So, yeah, I was happy.
I'm sure if you can't eat solid food, there's not, I mean, where are you going to get your energy from?
Yeah, no,
right.
exactly.
Or you can't work out. You can't really
Yeah.
do much.
No.
Yeah. Just got to wait and heal. Oof. Ooh.
But things look pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
chiclets are back in place.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They're looking solid.
Yeah. Could have been a lot worse.
Could have. Oh my
Could've
gosh.
definitely. If
Could
it
have
was a
been like-
jaw or
Yeah.
something else.
Right.
yeah.
Even a little higher, a little lower, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yikes.
Aidan, you got to see that happen, I'm assuming, right? You're on the ice.
Yeah, I
for that.
was. Yeah, I was like probably like a stick length away from him when it happened. So I was like one of the first guys over there, and it's a little gory, but just like a pool.
Yeah.
on the
Oh, it was
ice
awful.
Within seconds
Yeah.
of that. Yeah.
Yep. He didn't get up for a long time, which made me very nervous. I just watched him slide across the ice backwards, and I was like, "That's not normal. What happened?"
Right.
Yeah.
And then when he got up, there was just this pool of blood, and you were like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
it's not good."
Yeah, I don't really remember that much.
No, I
but-
can't imagine.
Yeah.
You probably just black out a little
Yeah.
bit of that. You're like, "What?" This is just go someplace else in your mind. Like, this is not happening to me.
Did you
But-
know it was a puck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did know for.
Did you see it coming?
Like, yeah, I did, but it was like I saw the puck just not moving, but getting bigger, and I was like, "What's happening?"
No. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Got right to the dome. So
Yeah.
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 When he was explaining it, it was like he could see it coming, but he didn't. It did something he wasn't expecting.
yeah.
Right.
You know, like kind of curved up at you, right? Yeah. Oof.
Aidan, you ever have anything like that happen to you?
Almost honestly the exact same play a couple of years ago, but the puck hit my throat, and I couldn't talk for a couple weeks.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was like coughing blood up, but I mean, the medical bills were probably a little cheaper from that than getting hit in the teeth.
Sure.
Wow. Wow.
But
it
yeah,
is,
it's a scary thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the puck moves so fast, like
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
react in time.
it's the thing about hockey. It can be so beautiful and graceful, and
Oh,
so
yeah.
brutal at
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So you all can wear cages, right? Like
Yeah.
on the bottom of your helmets. But does that just hinder things? Is that why it's a choice to not wear them?
I don't.
I
I'd
mean,
say it's goes more like to like
More style.
hockey culture. Yeah.
yeah,
Just
Oh.
like
because if
Tough.
you wear a cage, you're not allowed to fight.
Oh.
So, and then the pictures don't look as good if you're wearing a
Yeah.
cage. Like,
It's for aesthetics.
It's honestly pretty dumb. But
it is pretty dumb.
It's really dumb.
We're thinking about it now and talking about it. It's
Saying
pretty
it
dumb.
out loud. Guys.
And Aidan, we found out shortly after you came in that you are both a forward and a defenseman now.
Yeah, like kind of. I guess to start the year, I played a few games as forward, and then I was D, and then I broke my finger, and then I was out for a couple months. Came back as a forward, and I've been doing well there and enjoying it. So as of now, I'm going to be staying forward. But we had a lot of D men injured at the start of the year,
Yeah.
so we kind of needed a fill to help out with them.
The Nords only have 5 regular season home.
It passed so fast.
Only 5 regular season games remaining, and they're all at home. What kind of feeling is that to you guys to know you don't have to ride a bus for a while? It's got to be pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bus rides, they're really long, but
Yeah.
it's pretty fun being with the guys on the bus, honestly. It's a great time. So it's something that not just me, but me and Aidan will miss. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
And are you guys aging out this year?
Yeah.
Both of
Yeah.
you?
wow.
We had Treppy in last week. We've had him on the show for 3 years now.
Yeah.
We've gotten to know him a little bit, and I was asking him what he would miss the most. And that's what he said. He said
Yeah.
the bus rides,
Yeah.
hanging out with the guys. Because sometimes at the time, it can seem like a drag and
Exactly.
a hassle. But looking back, you're like, those were some of the best times we've had.
Yeah, it's special.
I think the only thing that sucks about it is just trying to get to sleep, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're not sleeping, you're hanging out with your buddies, just chatting it up, talking about stuff. So
Eating snacks.
yeah.
Eating snacks.
Playing poker and eating snacks.
So the Nords are taking on the Northeast Generals on Friday night.
Who?
7:30. The stinking Northeast
is.
Generals on Friday night. I don't say it with as much venom on my tongue as Sarah does. 7:30 face-off for that one. Next weekend, the Elmira Aviators come to the Coliseum, and then they're going to close out the season with a 2-game series against the New Hampshire Mountain Kings, and then it is playoff time. And as we know, nothing better than playoff hockey, right? But we got to get through these 5 games first, and as we mentioned, they're all home games for the Nords. So you want to make sure you get out to the Coliseum and cheer them on, and they're going to have a different look for the next 3 games, right? The Lewiston Maniacs are coming back for a while. Yeah. This was way before your time, but the Maniacs were huge back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
They were a big deal, yeah.
They were a big deal. Yeah, we had, what do we have? Sidney Crosby and Brad Marchand. I think a couple of other NHLers came to the Coliseum.
handful.
You guys, I'm assuming, have seen the uniforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think they're sick.
They're pretty sweet, right? Yeah.
I think they're sick.
Pretty cool looking, yeah.
Yeah. And another special treat you're going to have, Sarah is going to be singing the anthem at all 3 of those games.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's warming up, getting ready to
Are
go.
you nervous?
Yeah. I don't know why I do. I still get nervous. But as soon as I walk out there and I look up and see the flag, I'm okay. But just leading up to it, I'm like, I get full of nerves. I don't know why.
But then you get that first line out, and you're fine.
Yeah, as long as I hit the right note to start, I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
The rest
That's
of
great.
it's easy once you hit the right note.
She does great.
Thanks.
Don't let her tell you otherwise.
Don't jinx it, Mark.
Nordiques currently in 3rd place in the East Division, 4 points out of 2nd, and 6 points ahead of Johnstown. So second, it's going to be tough, but 2nd place is attainable if
Right.
Yeah.
Maryland collapses.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. You
And
guys
then
can do it.
you get a bye if you're in 2nd,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sneaky goodbye.
Yeah?
Yeah, because we don't really want to play that bye, or play the extra games because, you're just wasting a little bit of energy and, you get beat down in playoffs. So,
Right.
yeah, you really don't want to play the extra games, but if you have to, you have to. So,
Yeah. We were talking about this a little bit last week, the difference between regular season hockey and playoff hockey and how the intensity is just doubled, tripled, quadrupled.
Yeah.
It's every shift is important. Every second is important. What do you guys look forward to the most with playoff hockey? We'll start with you, Aidan.
It's just such a good opportunity. It's like you said, regular season versus playoffs. It's like, it feels like a whole different game. It's another animal, but the opportunity is so good. I mean, to score the game winner or just blocking a shot, like everything is so memorable in playoffs because it means so much.
It's so fun to watch too. Ocean, would you agree with Aidan?
Yeah, I would say the hockey's just intensified, like you said, times 10. Like one mistake can lead to a goal. But my favorite part is the crowd. I think the momentum and just the crowd getting in there just makes it so much better. It really does.
And you guys have been bringing people to the Coliseum. Like, fans are showing up for the Nords.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah, this is, it's been great to watch it grow, and it's only going to get better from here on out. What's next for you guys after this season, Ocean?
So,
Like, for you personally. Yeah.
So I'm going to Tennessee State next season. Their new HBCU team, and down in Nashville. So I'm really excited to see, get the opportunity to play for a new program because I think not a lot of people get to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very excited.
He's going to be a Tiger.
Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Aidan, how about you?
I'm going to be back home ripping trades. I got to get a couple surgeries just from hockey. I just think I kind of want to start working and helping my dad out and stuff. So going to rip some trades and maybe some beer league hockey.
What does that mean to rip trades?
Oh, like working the trades, like just working in construction and stuff. So I'm going to go become a glazier, installing glass and aluminum for high-end residential and commercial buildings.
That's kind of cool. Is that your dad's business?
Yeah,
That's
it is.
cool.
So yeah, want to help the old man out and make some dough, and
There you go.
you
Yeah.
go.
Maybe take it over.
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
All
see if
right.
we'll see if I'm good enough. I told him I'm like, I got a lot of work to do before I get that done. So
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about the memories that you guys are going to take with you from your junior hockey experience. Ocean, want to start? There are still more to
Yeah.
make. There are still more memories
there's
to make.
plenty of memories
Yeah.
to make, to look back on. I'm trying to think of a good one. Would it be memories from here? Or
Yeah.
just anywhere?
Yeah, well, your billet house or any of I guess any of your hockey,
So
right?
shout out to our billet dad, because we call him Dick, and he's great. He's something else, man. He loves us.
Aw.
He takes us out to go to Gippa's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there, yeah,
Gips.
Gips.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, he loves it.
How do we not see them there?
I know, right? Yeah. Gippers is one of our favorites, too.
Yeah.
All the time.
I can't. There's so many. I can't even think of one.
Are you
But there's so
celebrities at Gibbs?
many. I don't know.
I think,
don't know.
I think if they had the jerseys
I know.
on.
I know he is though. Our billet dad is.
Nice.
yeah, he's the man.
Yeah. Aidan, what kind of memories are you going to take with you from your junior hockey experience?
It's always like, I don't know, like we were talking about earlier, the bus trips.
Yeah.
And just like the unexpected stuff, like the amount of times like something just random and funny that happens, like out at a team meal or at a gas station on a road trip, like just like funny stuff. I don't know. There's just so many things, like the bus trips. It's always like when you think it's going to be like a bad time or you're in a bad situation, that's when the best memories or the funniest things usually happen.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, obviously, the games, and then hopefully the best one yet, winning the Robertson Cup. That would
Absolutely.
be pretty sweet.
That'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool, right?
That'd make everything worth it.
Yeah, we need to plan a parade here in
Oh, yeah.
Lewiston, Auburn.
That's
so,
cool.
yeah.
I'd love to see that for these guys.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
That'd be unbelievable.
Yeah.
I love it. How is Coach Skurlick holding up nowadays?
He's doing
is
okay?
Is he keeping it on an even keel, or is he getting after you guys? Who wants to take that
he's
one?
He's always getting after us. Let's be honest, but
Sarah got him on the show a month or so ago.
It wasn't that hard.
I know. It's so funny though.
It is funny. I just texted him, hey, you want to come in? Yeah. okay.
Yeah. Luke Chappelle came in and Skurlick's sitting here. He's like, what?
What are you doing here?
Is this an intervention?
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, coach is working you guys pretty hard, getting you ready for the playoffs.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Eyes on the prize, boys.
How about this weekend, you guys? Friday night against Northeast.
Just one
You guys
game.
don't get along very well, do you?
No,
With Northeast.
it's a war zone out there with those guys.
Why is that?
I don't know. That's how they want to play, and we're kind of forced to play how they want to play because you can't really. I don't know. I find it hard to get away from just like all the fighting and
Yep.
If they're being rough, you kind of
Yeah.
have to respond.
yeah,
Yeah.
Kind of like the Bruins with Florida.
yeah,
Yeah,
Right?
that's not their normal game either, is it?
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I imagine that playing like that makes you slightly more emotional too, where you're like you're getting kind of pissed off about
Yeah.
some of the
Oh, for
hits
sure.
and some of the dirtiness. Yeah.
And then the game just escalates, and
Yeah.
you got a full-on battle zone. So
Got to tamp it down.
So
Put your
it's
put your
gonna-
rage down deep.
That's right.
That's what I do every day.
Sarah wakes up with rage and then tries to tame it.
Just squash it down with coffee. It's fine.
Oh boy.
It's all fine. I should probably play hockey. I bet I feel a lot better.
Yeah. Call the gents.
Listen, I can't skate, but it doesn't seem like that's real important to you guys.
Exactly.
Wow. But I got a mean left hook.
But I can punch like crazy. Let me at him.
So Aidan, with no bus trips in your immediate future, how are you spending your off time?
Honestly, just away from the rink, I do a lot of research on fly fishing. It's like I'm super nerdy with it.
Who got you into that?
No one really specifically. Like I grew up on the lake back home, and I've been fishing my whole life. And then fly fishing is just a harder type of fishing, and I don't know. I just wanted to take on a new challenge and learn more about it, and it's crazy. There's so much to learn.
Do you tie your own flies?
No, I don't. It's honestly, I don't have that money right now. It's pretty expensive to do that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I just hang out with the Osh. We'll go to Walmart, do a Walmart trip or something, or go for a drive.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I've fished before. I've never fly fished.
Really?
What's the difference?
Oh,
So hard.
There's so many like types of lines, and you gotta rig up your lines different for each different bug you're trying to fish, and there's different hatches throughout the day of different species of bugs in different areas and altitudes. But actually, I will add one thing. While in between the last time we were here and now, Ocean and I got up to some crazy outdoor activities this winter.
Really?
We made an outdoor rink on our deck.
Yeah.
What?
It's so
small.
stupid.
So small. Yeah.
It was sick.
It was awesome.
I can't believe it worked.
Got our skates back, and it's just like,
Yeah.
like half the
We
size
packed
of this
down
room.
the snow, watered it down, and then every day just kept watering it, and
Yeah,
it was a slab of ice on the deck.
And your billet dad was fine with
Oh,
that.
yeah.
He thought it was sick, yeah.
Yeah. And then we also brought the snowblower in the backyard, made a huge pile of snow, and dug it out. We made a little snow fort.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my god.
We just go hang out in there and listen to music.
Oh,
It was
man.
You guys
awesome.
are adorable.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you leave hockey players to their own devices.
Yeah.
I guess so. Wow. We should have a snow fort. We need a fortress of solitude.
We do.
We need it. We got to do it.
All right, just so we can complete the picture, what are you guys listening to in your snow
Yeah.
fort?
Like, I don't know, like some chill rock,
Rap.
some rap.
Indie, like everything.
Yeah, a little bit of
honestly,
everything.
Whatever the
Yeah.
whatever the vibes are.
Yeah, for
The
real.
snow vibes.
That's what I like about this generation is they appreciate a variety of
Yeah,
music.
I
Back when
would
I was
say
in high
that.
school, it was just I listened to metal and
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah.
And, you know, everyone had their own category, but you guys seem to appreciate all kinds of different
Embrace
music.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Sarah always likes to know what's the most embarrassing song on your playlist.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
I'll start.
There's definitely
Mine is "Steal My Sunshine" by Len.
I was listening to that yesterday, and I thought of you. I don't know, Mark.
And I'm not embarrassed.
No,
I just think it's a song that most people wouldn't think I would listen to and
right,
enjoy.
Right. I wonder what Mark got up to last night.
know.
He looks really
Listen
bad.
to "Steal My Sunshine." What a weirdo.
Mine is Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba.
I think those
Fancy's
songs,
looking at his.
those songs came out before these guys were born.
I know, they're like, what's Tub Thumping?
What do you got, Aidan?
like maybe "Say It Right" by Nelly Furtado.
All right.
That's
All right.
it's one I don't whip out too often, but when I'm feeling real confident, I'll throw it on around the boys. But
Yeah.
yeah, I usually just play that to myself. Keep it to myself.
Keep it to
there.
yourself.
Yeah.
What about you?
I got a couple for sure, but
he's
right
got a
now, the first one that came up was "Obsessed" by Mariah Carey.
All right. All right. You got some Mariah
crazy
Carey in
pull.
there.
That's a crazy pull.
Yeah, that's a deep one.
Yeah, that was deep.
That's
I
good
like
I
though.
might have kept it. I should have kept it myself. But
No, we love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, man.
you got me. It's too early in the morning.
Makes you cooler in our eyes, anyway.
That's right. Oh boy.
Locally owned and locally focused, Lydia Media celebrates the heart of the greater Lewiston Auburn area through 2 magazines, Uncle Andy's Digest and LA Metro Magazine, and the new Lydia's Lunch Bunch podcast. Each production shines a positive light on local businesses, nonprofits, events, and individuals making a difference in our community. Keep your advertising dollars local and position your business in front of your target audience with Lydia Media. Learn more at lydiamediallc.com.
We'll do our 3 random questions here, and then we'll let you guys get on with your day, which I'm going to assume is going back to bed.
Getting a nap
Go,
in.
yeah, go eat some breakfast,
Go eat
have
some
some
breakfast.
coffee, and then
There
go
you go.
practice.
Yeah.
All right.
Get some good brekkie.
Aidan, if you had a time machine and could only take one trip, where would you go?
Holy, can I go only back in time?
Anywhere. Future, past.
Wow.
Ooh.
I don't even want to go in the future. I don't know why I asked that.
It's not looking so great.
Yeah, holy. Well, that's crazy. Honestly, I'd just like to go back to a time where towns weren't really developed. It was just kind of little posts. I don't know. I really like that, like the old saloon life, like Tombstone.
Yeah.
I think that's super cool. Just to live when times were a little tougher, but just to experience that and see that would be pretty cool.
You know what's very cool? There would still be fly fishing.
Oh, exactly, exactly,
Still be fly fishing.
exactly.
When you're fly fishing, it sits on the water, right? Your lure sits on the water.
Yeah, that's dry fly fishing, and then there's like nymph indicator fishing, where you like suspend the fly into a water column, depending on the depth where the fish are feeding or how hot it is out. If it's hotter, you need to go deeper. And
Wow. See, after you get done ripping trades,
yeah,
you can teach people how to fly fish.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
actually a really good job for you. teaching
Yeah, well,
people.
I searched it up, and they don't make enough money. So
Oh no.
yeah.
Guiding people into the
Yeah.
wilderness in Canada? Come
Yeah.
on.
No, don't make much money. $30K a year.
Be a good hobby then.
Yeah,
there you
exactly.
go.
Retirement.
Ocean, time machine, where are you going?
I think there's a couple places I would want to go. I'd probably go back into history, not really the future. But I don't know. I think like the Renaissance era is
Yeah.
like pretty cool. Like just with all what people believed and the Greek gods and all that. Like
Yep.
I think that's pretty cool. What else? Probably I don't know. Maybe when hockey, the players didn't use any gear. I feel like that was pretty sick.
Yeah.
It's like when the Bruins like hopped on the stands and started punching the fans. Like, I don't know, like
Cool.
And Mike,
way more grit back then. so.
yes. Do you see the one where it was that one where Mike Milbury beat up a guy with his own shoe? That was so
Crazy.
There's video footage of this somewhere, yes?
oh,
Okay,
yeah.
great. I'm going to have to look that up
Oh
later.
yeah, it's a classic.
Just
Guys.
another
highlight.
reason why you should like the Bruins.
Yes.
Like, come on.
They're gritty for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have some highlights when you've been in the league for 100 years. That's
Yeah.
for sure. You're
Yeah, yeah.
climbing over the glass to beat up the
Jeez.
fans.
Gosh.
So good.
That was good.
I just want to point out that we've been asking the Nords the time machine question for a few weeks now, and no one wants to go in the future.
Nobody.
It's sad.
Scary.
It is sad and scary all at the same time. So,
Yeah.
all right, Sarah, you're up.
All right, my question is if you, and we'll start with Ocean this time, if you could give wings to any household pet, what household pet would you give wings to and why?
Very interesting question.
It is, yeah.
I would say probably a fish.
Oh,
Fish. Yeah.
Pet
Okay.
fish.
Free my boys. Like.
Yeah.
Free my boy.
Free the boys. Let them fly.
Yeah.
just fly around. They got to go back in the water at some point,
Yeah.
right? They can't breathe
Yeah,
air.
yeah.
Yeah.
There are some flying fish though,
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but like not like fly.
Not like they fly. Yeah. Just fly up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Aidan?
I'll be loyal. Like I'm gonna say dogs, because you know they're good. You know they put in the work, so like it'd be cool to reward them. But I feel like they get into some trouble if they could fly around.
Oh, yeah.
They'd be a little too curious maybe.
Dogs
Yep.
get into business.
Yeah.
Yep.
Aidan, if you could attend any NHL game from the past, what would it be?
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. There's so many. I don't know about a specific one that I could think of that. I mean, I'm sure there's a better answer if I name one, but I'd just say any Game 7 Stanley Cup Finals, like maybe, you know, last year, for example. I think any Game 7 final round Stanley Cup playoff game.
Yeah.
That's where I want to be.
Yeah. Oh, man. Can you imagine
The
what that
energy.
atmosphere is like?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Crazy.
Ocean, where you going?
Bring me back to 2011 in Vancouver.
That would have been cool, huh?
I don't know if Aidan likes that answer, but
Yeah.
see the city on fire.
Oh, they were so mad. The maddest I've ever seen
Yeah.
Canadians. Well,
yeah.
until recently. But yeah,
That's true. That's true.
they were pretty mad.
Good one. I thought about this question myself, and I think obviously as a Bruins fan, might have been the Bobby Orr flying goal Stanley Cup
Oh yeah.
clinching game. But I was thinking like another game that I would want to see, and it has to do with the Penguins. You guys ever hear of the game where Mario Lemieux scored 5 goals in 5 different ways? It's crazy.
I've heard of it, but I
think
honestly
so,
don't
yeah.
keep
It
up
was
with that.
December 31st in 88. Even strength, shorthanded, power play, penalty shot, and empty net, all in the same game.
Wow.
That's crazy. Wow.
Probably got to be the only guy to ever do that.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, insane.
That's crazy.
That'd be cool to be there for
Great,
Yeah.
great pick.
that. Yeah.
Great pick.
So before we wrap up and let you guys get on with your day and get ready to take on the stinking Generals, I just want to know if you guys have anything to say to the fine folks of Lewiston Auburn and the Nordiques fans that have come out to support you this year and are looking forward to seeing you in the playoffs.
Keep cheering. We need it for sure. Get the boys rowdy. So we'll get the big W. Bring it back to Lewiston.
Yeah, we appreciate everyone's support. I mean, it looks like, you know, when you guys are cheering, we're in the game, we're not paying attention. We're just dialed in, but like we notice everything, all the air horns and cheering, and it's awesome. We love it.
Once the third period buzzes, like we're looking at you guys, and
Yeah, it's
we really
awesome.
appreciate you guys showing up and cheering. So
Nice.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of that scene in the movie Miracle
Yeah.
when Herb Brooks calls the team over to the bench when everyone's chanting USA. He's like, "Listen to that. You guys
Yeah.
did that. You know, and that's what you guys do
electric.
at the Coliseum. You guys make those fans go crazy.
Yeah.
And the crazier they are, the better you play.
Yeah.
It goes hand in hand.
Yeah. We're going to
we
fill up
love
the
it.
barn for these last few games then.
That's right.
Yep.
Ocean Fancy, Aidan Linblad, thank you so much for your time today. Best of luck throughout the rest of the regular season and the playoffs, and best of luck throughout your next chapter in life.
Yeah.
Thanks for having
We'll get 'em,
us.
guys.
Thank you
We
so much.
appreciate it.
Truly appreciate your time. And don't forget, folks, you can go to uncleandys.com and enter to win tickets to the Nords' 5 final remaining regular season home games. And then it's time for the playoffs. Can't wait. Thanks to our sponsors for today, Ruper's Beverage and Redemption and United Piping. And if you'd like to be part of the Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com.
Have a great day. And remember, don't bite your cat.